Top Stars 6B by H.Q. Mitchell and Marileni Malkoyani. Published in copyright MM Publications 2022. Class Audio Material.
Module 6. What's it like? Song. 1. Vocabulary. Water skiing. Trekking. Scuba diving. Canoeing. Mountain biking. Snowboarding. Warm. 2. Listen and match the verses with the photos. Then say,
Try something new.
In the spring I go trekking, it's the best time to go. I like looking at nature and seeing plants start to grow. Try something new, try something fun. Come along, everyone. In the summer I go scuba diving when the sea is not very cold. I love swimming with the fish. They're silver, green and gold. Try something new, try something fun. Come along, everyone. In the autumn I go mountain biking on a trail through the trees, and everything is orange and red from the falling leaves. Try something new, try something fun. Come along, everyone. In the winter I go snowboarding. I'm good at jumping high. Wearing winter clothes helps you stay warm and dry. Try something new, try something fun. Come along, everyone.
Two. Listen and match the verses with the photos. Then say,
Try something new. In the spring, I go trekking. It's the best time to go. I like looking at nature and seeing plants start to grow. Try something new, try something fun. Come along, everyone. In the summer, I go scuba diving when the sea is not very cold. I love swimming with the fish. They're silver, green and gold. Try something new, try something fun. Come along, everyone. In the autumn, I go mountain biking on a trail through the trees. And everything is orange and red from the falling leaves. Try something new, try something fun. Come along, everyone. In the winter, I go snowboarding. I'm good at jumping high. Wearing winter clothes helps you stay warm and dry. Try something new, try something fun. Come along, everyone.
Module 6. Top Stars. 1. Vocabulary. Spot. Spotted. Stripe. Striped. Seat. Learn. Teach. 2. Read and answer. Why doesn't Khaled want to try his new bike?
At a bike shop.
Okay, Khalid. There are many bikes in here. You can choose any one you like. What about that spotted bike?
Oh, Dad, I don't like spots. You know that.
Can you see that striped bike over there? It looks nice.
Let me see.
This is a great bike and it isn't very expensive. Let me show it to you. What do you say, Khalid?
I like it.
Let's get it then. Now you can learn how to ride a bike.
At Khalid's house.
Wow! Is that your new bike, Khalid?
It looks amazing.
Come on, Khalid. Try it. Is the seat high enough for you?
Yes, it's great. It's just that...
What, Khalid?
Well, you see, I don't know how to ride a bike.
Don't worry, we can teach you.
I think I'm too old to learn.
You can always learn new things, Khalid. Come on.
Thanks. You are all great friends.
4. Listen and tick A or B.
Hello? Barry?
Hi, Gary. How are you?
Great. What about you?
I'm fine, thanks. I just got back home. I went skateboarding at the skate park. You should come with me sometime.
Sure, why not? So, listen, would you like to go to the amusement park on Saturday?
I'd love to. We are old enough to try the new roller coaster now.
Yes, we are. We can also go karting.
I don't really like karting, but we can try it. Is it going to be warm enough to try the log ride? We could get wet, you know.
I don't know. Let's see Saturday's weather online. I hope it isn't going to be too cold.
The internet says it's going to be warm on Saturday. Perfect. What else would you like to do there?
I'd like to go on the big wheel. It's huge.
The big wheel? We're too old to go on that. It's for kids. Let's try the climbing wall.
We aren't too old. Come on. It's going to be fun. We can try the climbing wall too. I hope it isn't too scary.
Sounds great. I can't wait.
Workbook. Module 6. Top stars. 3. Listen and write T for true or F for false. 1.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, William. What are you going to do at the weekend?
Well, I'm going to go to White Mountain. Would you like to come?
Sure. What are you going to do?
We're going to go hiking and mountain climbing.
Mountain climbing? But that's dangerous. I'm too scared to try.
Don't worry. My parents are going to come with us. We're going to learn how to climb on a wall first.
Oh, OK. I can climb a wall.
2.
Hi, Rick. Look at this game console.
Oh, cool. How much is it?
Oh, it's £150.
That's too expensive.
Yes, I know. I haven't got that much money with me anyway.
What about this computer game? It isn't too expensive.
Let me see. Yes, it looks fun enough to play. The problem is, I've got £50 and this costs £65.
Well, maybe you can ask your parents to buy it for you another day.
Yes, that's a great idea.
3.
I'm thirsty, Fred. Let's go to that new cafe that opened last week.
OK.
Oh no, look, there are too many people here. There is too much noise and we're never going to find a place to sit.
What about that cafe over there? It looks quiet enough.
No, that cafe is too quiet. Oh look, some people over there are leaving. Let's go get that table.
But you said there was too much noise.
I know, but now is our chance to try their famous hot chocolate.
Oh, OK.
4.
Are you learning how to windsurf?
Actually, yes, I am.
But there isn't enough wind to windsurf.
My coach said it's windy enough. Too much wind can be dangerous when you are learning.
Oh, I see. Do you want me to take a photo of you with your sail and boards?
Sure, thanks, Jay. Maybe I can teach you someday.
Oh, no thanks. Windsurfing is too scary for me. Swimming is good enough for me.
Module 6. Our World. 1. Vocabulary. Speed. Falcon. Create. Decide. Record. Come out. 2. Read and answer. Which is the most poisonous ant in the world?
Amazing records. In 1951, Sir Hugh Beaver decided to create a book with many records and amazing facts. In 1955, the Guinness Book of World Records came out. Records change all the time, so a new edition comes out every year. Here is some information you can find in the book. People. In 2006, the tallest man in the world was Bao Zishan from Mongolia, 2.36 meters. In 2009, Sultan Kosan from Turkey became the tallest man in the world, 2.46 meters. Animals. The fastest bird in the world is the peregrine falcon. It can fly at a speed of 270 to 350 kilometers per hour. Two of the most dangerous insects are the bull ant and the bullet ant. But the bullet ant is more dangerous than the bull ant. In fact, it's the most poisonous ant in the world. Buildings. The Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur are the world's tallest matching pair of buildings. The towers have got 88 floors and are 451.9 metres tall. A sky bridge connects the two towers at the 41st and 42nd floors.
4. Listen and circle A or B.
Welcome to our quiz show. Today we've got Jack and Derek with us. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
Well, let's get started then. Jack, you're up first. Which of the two buildings in these photos is older?
I'm afraid I don't know. Can I pass?
Sure, Jack. Derek, do you know which is older?
Yes, I do. The Empire State Building is older.
That's right. Well done, Derek. You begin the next round. There is a flower that is very tall. It isn't the tallest, but it is the smelliest in the world. What's it called?
Tall and smelly? Is it the Rafflesia?
No, the Rafflesia smells bad, but it isn't the smelliest and it isn't tall. Jack?
I know this one. It's the Titan arum. It smells awful.
Good job, Jack. Now, this last question is for the fastest. Ready?
Yes.
OK. It is the most dangerous snake.
The black mamba.
The black mamba is the fastest snake. The most dangerous is the inland taipan snake.
Well done, Jack. You are this week's winner. Congratulations.
Workbook. Module 6. Our World. 3. Listen and write T for true or F for false. 1.
Hi, Dad. What are you doing?
Oh, hi, George. I'm just watering the garden and digging up some vegetables. Can you go over there to the carrots and dig them up?
OK. Dad, are you sure these are carrots?
Yes, they are. Put them in the basket, please.
But they're darker than carrots, and they aren't even orange.
Yes. Well, they are carrots. Here, try one.
No, thanks. I like my carrots orange.
2.
What are you doing, Faye?
I'm surfing the net for information about giant pandas.
Oh, Why?
I've got a project for science. Did you know that baby giant pandas are smaller than any other baby bears? They weigh only 85 to 142 grams and haven't got any fur.
Really? Wow. What else did you read?
Baby pandas don't open their eyes until they're 6 weeks old.
Amazing. Your project is going to be the most interesting of all.
3.
Hi, Joe. Did you watch the football match last night?
No, I didn't. Who won?
Portugal.
Really? I thought France's team had better players than Portugal's team.
Well, they do, but they still played worse than Portugal in this match.
So, what was the score?
It was 1-0. Cristiano Rivaldo scored a goal in the last minute. You know, he also won the Player of the Game award.
Wow! It sounds like he played really well.
4.
Hi, Harry. How was your trip to California?
Oh, it was great. It was warm and sunny.
That's good. Did you go swimming?
No, actually I didn't.
But why?
Well, the first day I was there, we visited the aquarium. Did you know that the great white shark, the most dangerous shark in the world, swims in the waters near California?
No, I didn't. Why is it the most dangerous?
It's got 2 rows of very sharp teeth, and it's really strong. It can even eat a sea turtle.
Oh, wow, that sounds scary. Now I know why you didn't go swimming.
Module 6. Let's talk. 1. Vocabulary. Heavy. Light. Weight. Length. Width. Centimetre. Gram. 2. Listen to 2 people talking. Which smartphone does the man decide to buy? Write the correct answer in the box.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How can I help you?
I'd like to buy a new smartphone. You see, this is my old mobile phone, but I want something more modern. I saw some advertisements about 3 new ones, and I'd like you to tell me more about them.
Of course. Follow me, please. These are the 3 latest models that were in the advertisement. The MyTouch 3, the Touch & Go 5, and the Smart Talk 4.
They look even better close up.
All 3 are great. They come in different colours too. What do you use your mobile phone for the most?
I needed to check my emails, surf the net, and to take photos. I'd also like to download and play games on it.
OK. Well, you can do all that with all 3 models. So let me tell you a few other things and then you can decide.
Sounds good.
The Touch & Go 5 is as big as Smart Talk 4, but it is heavier. The MyTouch 3 is the lightest of all.
I can see that. And the MyTouch 3 and Touch & Go 5 aren't as expensive as the Smart Talk 4.
That's true. The Touch & Go 5 costs the same as the MyTouch 3.
Let me think. The Smart Talk 4 is nice, but it's more expensive than I thought. So I don't think I'm going to buy that one.
OK, how about the other 2 then? Would you like to buy one of those?
I like the MyTouch 3, but it isn't as big as the Touch & Go 5, and I wanted a smartphone with a large screen. It doesn't really matter that it's heavier. I think the Touch & Go 5 is the mobile for me.
Excellent choice. In which colour? Black or white?
White. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome.
Workbook. Module 6. Let's talk. 3. Where do the Johnsons decide to go on holiday? Listen and tick.
Tom, can you come here, please?
Coming.
Your mum and I want to plan our summer holiday. We would like you to tell us which place you like.
Here are the leaflets with the places. We can go to the Green Mountains and stay at a hotel, go camping on Coral Beach, or go camping in Evergreen Forest.
Let's go to Evergreen Forest. It's not as hot in the forest as on the beach. We can also go canoeing in the river and mountain biking.
What about Green Mountains? We went to Evergreen Forest last year.
I think we should go to the mountains in the winter.
Me too, Tom. I had fun last year, but I think it's better to go camping on Coral Beach. I really want to swim this summer, and swimming in the river is more dangerous than swimming in the sea. And don't forget all of those insects. Yuck!
But camping on the beach is terrible. The sun gets everywhere. And there are insects on the beach too, Mum.
That's true. Sleeping in a hotel is better. What should we do, Gary?
We don't have to go camping then. There's a great hotel on Coral Beach. Camping is cheaper and more exciting, but I don't like getting up early during my holiday, and you have to when you are sleeping in a tent.
Great. I can't wait to see the hotel.
Module 6. Project 1. Below is a description Ron wrote about his country. Which is the tallest mountain in Australia? Read and answer.
My country profile. Australia. Australia is one of the largest countries on Earth. It is also a continent. The weather in Australia is usually warm in the north, but cooler in the south. The capital of Australia is Canberra, and the people speak English. Australia is a beautiful country, with mountains, beaches, forests and deserts. The Great Barrier Reef is the biggest coral reef in the world. The highest mountain is Mount Kosciuszko. It is 2,228 metres high. Ayers Rock, or Uluru, is the largest standing rock in the world. More than half of the country is desert. The Great Victoria Desert is the biggest desert in Australia. There are many animals that live only in Australia. There are kangaroos, koalas, wombats, dingoes, and many kinds of lizards and insects. Many of the most poisonous animal species in the world live in Australia too.
Module 6. Reading time. 1. Vocabulary. Equipment. Instructor. Wetsuit. Mask. Bright. Breathe. 2. Read and answer. What are the most important rules in scuba diving?
Safety first. When Fred and Tom were at the beach, Tom pointed to a scuba diving centre.
Look, let's try scuba diving. Come on.
He shouted.
Wait a minute, Tom. You can't just dive into the water. We need equipment and lessons,
said Fred.
OK, let's start now,
said Tom.
Let's get the information we need and then decide, OK?
said Fred.
Oh, OK.
Tom agreed. The next day, the boys went to the scuba diving centre.
I can't wait to begin,
said Tom.
Oh, Tom, I don't know. Is it safe?
Fred asked.
Well, all sports are safe, but you must use the right equipment and follow the safety rules,
said Mr. Dives, the scuba diving instructor.
You can learn everything here. We have got lessons for everyone.
A few weeks later, Mr. Dives told the boys that they were ready to go scuba diving.
You can choose equipment from here,
he told them. Fred chose a black and grey wetsuit. Tom wanted a striped mask, but it was too big. He chose a bright blue one.
This is bright enough for all the fish to see me,
he said happily. Fred and Mr. Dives laughed. At the beach,
OK, boys, you know all the safety rules,
said Mr. Dives.
but what are the top 2 rules?
Stay together and breathe normally,
Said the boys happily.
Well done. Let's jump in. And remember, I am going to be by your side the whole time,
Said Mr. Dives. When they dived into the sea, they saw shells and different fish, and they learnt a lot about underwater life in the sea. It was a great day.
Module 6. Phonics. 1. Listen and say. Silent E. Ride a bike. Be careful. Bicycle lane. Line. 2. Listen and say. Then circle the words with a silent E.
Be careful. Be careful, Dane. Ride your bike in the bicycle lane. Be careful, Jack. Park your bike in the bicycle rack. Be careful, Jason. Remember, change lines at this underground station.
Two. Listen and say. Then circle the words with a silent E.
Be careful. Be careful, Dane. Ride your bike in the bicycle lane. Be careful, Jack. Park your bike in the bicycle rack. Be careful, Jason. Remember, change lines at this underground station.
Workbook. Module 6. Phonics. 1. Listen and number 1 to 4. 1. Line. 2. Ride a bike. 3. Bicycle lane. 4. Be careful. CLIL 3. Modules 5 to 6. Science. 1. Vocabulary. Dinosaur. Fossil. Horn. Climate. Carnivore. Herbivore. Sharp. Extinct. 2. Read and answer. When did dinosaurs become extinct?
Amazing dinosaurs. Millions of years ago, dinosaurs lived on Earth. Scientists studied dinosaur fossils, and today we know that some were as small as chickens, while others were as long as 2 buses. Here are some facts about 2 of these amazing animals. Triceratops was about 8 meters long. It had a big head with 3 horns, and it had a long tail. It was very short and heavy, so it couldn't walk fast or run. Triceratops was a herbivore. It ate plants and leaves. Tyrannosaurus rex was one of the largest and scariest dinosaurs. It had a big head and about 60 long, sharp teeth. It was a carnivore, so it hunted other dinosaurs. It had a long tail and walked on 2 legs, but it could run fast. Dinosaurs became extinct about 65 million years ago. Some scientists believe that the climate on Earth changed. It became too cold, and these animals couldn't survive.
Workbook. CLIL 3. Modules 5 to 6. Science. 2. A. Listen to the first part of an interview and tick A or B.
Hello, Dr. Clump. Thank you for this interview.
My pleasure, Mark. Thank you for visiting me.
We are studying dinosaurs at school, and I wanted to ask you some questions about them. Were all of the dinosaurs the same?
No, they weren't. They were as different as animals are today. For example, there was one group of animals which lived at the same time as dinosaurs. Many people think that they were dinosaurs, but in fact they weren't. They belonged to another category, pterosaurs or flying reptiles. Can you see that one up there? That was a pterosaur.
Wow, a flying dinosaur.
Not exactly, my boy. Remember, pterosaurs were flying reptiles.
B. Listen to the rest of the interview and circle A or B.
Pterosaurs were different sizes, and they didn't look the same. Some had long tails. Some had short tails. Some had teeth. Some didn't have any teeth, and some others had fur.
Can you tell me more about this pterosaur?
The animal you see above your head is the pteranodon. The name means with wings and without teeth. It had a long head and wings. Its wingspan was about 8 to 10 meters wide. It wasn't a very tall animal, about 2 meters tall.
How much did it weigh?
Good question. It wasn't too heavy. It weighed about 25 to 30 kilos. That means it was light enough to fly easily.
Did it have a long tail too?
No, it didn't. It had a very short tail, actually.
What did it eat?
Like all pterosaurs, it was a carnivore. So it ate other animals, but mostly fish.
Where did it live?
There are fossils of pterosaurs all over the world. But the pteranodon lived in what today is the USA and Great Britain. Scientists believe that they lived near water because they ate a lot of fish and sea animals.
Wow, they were amazing animals. Thank you so much, Dr. Clump.
Module 6. Roundup. 1. Listen and tick the correct picture. 1.
What would you like to do today, Tim? There are lots of activities we can do.
Let's go cycling.
It's too warm for cycling. I want to try a water sport. How about water skiing?
Water skiing? No way. I think water skiing is too dangerous.
Oh, okay. How about scuba diving then?
Scuba diving is as dangerous as water skiing, Harry. Let's do something relaxing.
Well, we haven't got any more choices.
Yes, we have. Look.
Are you serious, Tim? Canoeing?
Come on. It's a water sport, it's safe, and it's relaxing. We can enjoy nature and exercise too.
Oh, okay.
2.
Hi, Jeff. Welcome back. How was your holiday?
It was great. I went mountain biking and trekking.
I went trekking once, but I didn't like it. The equipment was too heavy.
Well, I thought it was great. I also enjoyed mountain biking.
I think snowboarding is better, but you can only do it in winter.
Snowboarding is great too, but I think mountain biking is the best. And guess what? I decided to take part in a mountain biking competition next month.
Wow, that's great, Jeff. Good luck.
Thanks, Colin.
3.
What should we get Mum for Mother's Day, Kelly? I don't know, Rita. How about that dress? Which one? The one with the spots? No, the one with the stripes. I don't know. Those stripes are really bright. Mum doesn't like bright colours. You're right. Oh, I know. She needs a new bag. Let's get her one. Great idea, Rita. Look at that one. It's not very big, and it's pink. Pink is Mum's favourite colour. Have we got enough money? Yes, we have. Let's get it.
Workbook. Top skills. Modules 5 to 6. 1. Listen and tick the box. There is one example. Example. What time did the boys have to meet?
I'm sorry I'm late, Jake.
What happened to you?
I couldn't take my bike because my dad had to fix it. So I walked. I left home at 10 to 5. What's the time now?
It's 5:45.
Oh no, you had to wait for 45 minutes. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, but let's start working.
1. What did Matt bring with him?
I've got my laptop here. Did you bring the USB stick?
No, I didn't. I couldn't find it.
What are we going to do now?
Don't worry, I brought my tablet. It's got all the pictures and information we need on it too.
Great.
2. What picture do the boys pick?
Look, these are the pictures we've got, but can only use one of them.
I like the picture of the children hiking. What about you?
Well, it's nice, but I think that the picture of the children riding horses is better. It's more fun.
That's true. So let's use that picture then.
Oh, wait. What about this picture? It shows some children sailing a boat.
Oh, yes. That's better than the riding picture.
3. What are the boys going to do now?
So, now that the leaflets are ready, do you want to eat something? I made some sandwiches.
They look delicious, but I think we should eat after we hand out the leaflets for the summer camp.
I guess you're right.
I know. We can take the sandwiches with us.
Good idea.
4. Where are the boys going to go?
OK, great. We're ready. Now, where are we going to go?
We should go to the square. There are a lot of people there. We can hand out the leaflets there.
You're right, but there are usually more children at the sports centre than at the square. We should hand the leaflets out in front of the sports centre.
That's a good idea. But it is hot today. Why don't we go to the shopping centre? There are going to be a lot of children there, and we won't have to stand outside.
Great idea.
5. What does Jake have to wear?
Now I just have to find my camp uniform.
Where is it? I can help you find it.
It's somewhere in my wardrobe.
Oh, what's this? Did you wear this when you were younger?
Let me see. Yes. It was my favourite jumper. I found my shirt and trousers, but I can't find my cap.
How about these? Are these yours too?
Oh no, those are my mum's old roller skates. Aha, there it is. I found it. Now we can go.
4. Listen and colour and write. There is one example. Example.
Hello, Heather. Would you like to colour this picture?
Yes, please. They're at the beach. I like the beach.
What would you like to colour first?
The man with the wetsuit.
There are two, but one of them is wearing his mask. Colour his mask.
OK, I'll colour his mask pink.
1.
What shall I colour now?
Well, can you see the men on the water?
Yes, I can. One is driving a boat and the other is water skiing. Oh, and there's a third man. He's fishing.
Look at the man fishing and colour his boat green.
OK.
2.
Can you see the family on the beach?
Yes, they are making castles in the sand.
Yes, there are two sand castles, a big one and a small one.
Shall I colour one?
Yes, colour the big one brown.
3.
I'd like you to write something now, please.
OK. I hope it isn't a long word.
No, don't worry. Write a name on the fisherman's boat for me.
OK. What do you want me to call it?
Windy, like the weather.
That's an excellent name. OK.
4.
I'd like you to write something else now. We need a name for the beach too.
OK, that's a good idea.
Well, there's a sign next to the children playing on the beach. Can you see it? Write it there.
All right.
We'll call it Sunny Beach.
OK, that sounds good. I'm going to write it now.
Thank you.
Module 7. Did you know? Quiz. 1. Vocabulary. Tornado. Thunderstorm. Cloud. Wind. Fog. Ground. Spin. Air. Thick. Reach. Form. 2. Read and match. Then listen and check your answers. 1.
What is fog? Jim, 12.
B. It's like a cloud that forms near the ground. One type usually happens in winter when there are clear skies. During the night, the air near the ground becomes colder and something like a thick cloud appears. When the sun comes out in the morning, the ground becomes warmer and it goes away.
2.
Why do leaves change colour? Kate, 11.
C. In spring and summer, they catch sunlight and make chlorophyll, which is green. This is food for the tree. In autumn and winter, there isn't much sunlight and the tree goes to sleep and stops making chlorophyll. The green disappears and we see yellow and orange colours.
3.
How do tornadoes form? Julie, 12.
A. They usually form in the clouds during a thunderstorm. Cold air from the north meets warm air from the south. The air inside the clouds starts to spin and it reaches the ground. It can destroy cars, houses, and sometimes whole cities.
Module 7. Top stars. 1. Vocabulary. Team. Deep. Winner. Scissors. Invent. 2. Read and answer. What is the final score?
The children are taking part in a quiz at school.
OK, teams. Ready? Let's start with Team A. First question. Where's the deepest lake?
In the USA?
Sorry, Aliyah. It's Lake Baikal, which is in Russia. No point for you, Team A.
Later,
the score is 7-5. Next question for Team A. Who invented the telephone?
Alexander Fleming?
No. Alexander Graham Bell is the man that invented the telephone.
Oh no, we're losing. It's okay, there are more questions.
the score is 10-10.
Last question for Team A. Answer this question and win the game. Who invented scissors?
I think it was Leonardo da Vinci, but I'm not sure.
No, it was the ancient Romans.
Are you sure, Leah?
Yes, I am. Trust me, please.
OK, the ancient Romans.
That's right. It was the ancient Romans who invented scissors. Team A is this year's winner. Well done.
Congratulations! You are a really good team.
Thanks. You did really well too.
4. In what order did Oliver see these exhibitions at the museum? Listen and number 1 to 4.
Hi, Oliver. Where were you yesterday?
Hi, John. I visited the Natural History Museum with my dad. It was great.
Wow. Did you see Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Yes, I did. It was the first on the list. There was also a Stegosaurus in the next room. It's new there.
Is the Stegosaurus the dinosaur that has got plates on its back?
Yes, it is. It was a very long dinosaur, and I learned that it only ate plants.
That's amazing. What else did you see?
Well, there was a new outdoor exhibition with butterflies. We walked through the gardens and saw butterflies which were flying all around us. It was very exciting.
That sounds amazing. What was your favorite part of the museum?
Oh, I loved the exhibition that had the biggest animals in the world.
The biggest animals?
Yes, there were models of a blue whale and mammoths.
Mammoths?
You know, something like prehistoric elephants.
I'm amazed. I think I should visit the Natural History Museum too.
Workbook, Module 7. Top stars. 3. Listen and circle the correct answer.
What are you doing, Faye?
I'm playing a new game on my phone.
Really? What kind of game is it?
It's a quiz game. Do you want to help me play? So far, my score is 5,000 points.
Sure. What do we have to do?
We have to answer the questions in less than 2 minutes.
OK. Let's play.
First question. Who created Mickey Mouse? A. Walt Disney. B. Iwerks. Or C. Both of the above. I think it's Walt Disney, but I'm not sure.
It's C. I remember reading that both Walt Disney and Iwerks created Mickey in 1928.
Yes, it's correct. Next question. How long is a day on Venus? A. 24 hours. B. 48 hours. C. More than a year.
I think it's 48 hours.
Venus is near Earth. On Earth, a day is 24 hours. So I think you're right. Let's see.
Oh, wrong. Wow. The answer is more than a year. That's a long time.
We've got time for 2 more questions. Are you ready for the next question? Which is the coldest desert in the world? A. Gobi Desert. B. Patagonian Desert. Or C. McMurdo Dry Valleys area in Antarctica.
I think it's C. Antarctica is the coldest place on Earth. How about you?
Yes, for sure. Let's see. Correct. The average annual temperature there is minus 20 degrees Celsius. Here's the last question for now, because I have to go to tennis practice. Which animals live the longest? A. The Galapagos giant tortoise and the bowhead whale. B. The bowhead whale and the Greenland shark. Or C. The Greenland shark and the Galapagos giant tortoise.
I say the Galapagos giant tortoise and the bowhead whale.
Yes, I agree. Here goes.
Oh, too bad. It's the bowhead whale and the Greenland shark. They both live for more than 200 years.
Well, better luck next time. I've got 7,000 points now. Thanks for playing with me.
It was fun.
Module 7. Our World. 1. Vocabulary. Underground. Castle. Gift shop. Jewellery. Souvenirs. Station. 2. Read and answer. Where is the National Gallery?
Exploring London. Camden Market. Camden Market is a place where you can go for a walk and do some shopping. You can find clothes, furniture and souvenirs at cheap prices. Take the Underground Northern Line and get off at Camden Town Station. National Gallery. The National Gallery is a gallery with beautiful exhibitions. It is in London's famous Trafalgar Square, where you can take a walk, relax, and take great photos. In the gallery, you can see paintings by great artists like Leonardo da Vinci, Van Gogh, Monet, and many more. The National Gallery is near Leicester Square Station, Northern or Piccadilly Line. Tower of London. The Tower of London is near Tower Hill Station, District or Circle Line. It's a castle where you can learn about the history of London. There are exhibitions with jewellery, coins and much more. Don't forget to visit the gift shop. You can find great souvenirs for your friends and family there.
4. What did Lisa do in Paris? Listen and tick the correct pictures.
Lisa, you're back. How's your trip to Paris?
It was fantastic, Mina. We had a great time there. My parents and I loved Paris.
Where did you go? What did you do there?
Well, on the first day, we visited the Eiffel Tower, of course.
It's the tallest structure in Paris, right?
Exactly. It also got its name from the engineer who designed it, Gustave Eiffel. You can see the whole of Paris from up there. The view is fantastic.
What else did you do?
We went on a cruise on the River Seine. It was the best part of our trip, I think.
Really? Sounds fun.
Actually, it was a lunch cruise.
What do you mean?
While we were enjoying all the sights, we were having lunch.
Wow! Tell me about the food, please.
It was the best ever, the most delicious food in the world.
Nice. Did you visit Disneyland too?
Well, we wanted to, but Disneyland isn't near the centre of Paris and we didn't have much time.
Don't worry, we can go there together sometime.
Sure, we also visited the Louvre.
Did you see the Mona Lisa?
Of course, the Louvre is a place where you can see many famous paintings. There's also a beautiful gift shop there, you know. This is for you.
Oh, Lisa, this t-shirt is great. Thank you so much.
Workbook, Module 7. Our World. 3. Where are they going? Listen and match. 1.
Hi, Dora.
Oh, hi, Hayley. How are you?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm very excited.
Oh, why's that?
Tomorrow, I'm going to go on a school trip.
Oh, where to?
Our teacher didn't tell us. It's a surprise. She gave us some information, though.
Maybe we can guess.
It's a place where you can see paintings, a queen's clothes, and jewellery.
Maybe you're going to visit a gallery or a museum.
No, I don't think so. She also said it's a place where important people lived.
Oh, I know. You are going to visit a...
2.
Finn, where are you?
I'm in my room, Dad. What is it?
Put on your shoes. Let's go.
Where are we going?
It's a surprise.
Come on, Dad. Tell me. Is it a place where we can get something to eat?
Yes, it is. Oh, don't forget to take your hat. It's sunny outside.
Are we going to a restaurant?
No, we aren't. We are going to take the underground there.
Are we going to watch a tennis game?
No, we aren't. But we are going to watch a sport.
You're the best, Dad.
3.
Courtney, I'm over here.
I was looking for you.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at the souvenirs in the gift shop.
Did you like the exhibitions? The dinosaurs were great. It was so interesting learning all about how they lived and what they ate.
I liked the exhibition with the butterflies and insects. It's amazing how many colours there are in nature.
Yes, they were beautiful. I'm hungry now. Let's go and find out where the others are and get something to eat.
They're over there. I can see Miss Chambers.
Module 7. Let's talk. 1. Vocabulary. Designer. Design. architect, author, sculptor, statue, poet. 2. What did Luke's brother study to be? Listen and tick A, B or C.
Hello, Luke. How are you?
Hi, Dylan. I'm fine, thanks. I'm happy now that my brother is back.
Oh, he was in London, right?
No, he wasn't in London. He was in Edinburgh. He was studying at a university there.
Right. So is he a writer now?
A writer? No. He wanted to be a writer when he was younger, but...
Yes, I remember. His stories were great, but his poems weren't.
Oh, yes. He wanted to become a poet too, but his poems weren't that good.
So what did he study at university?
Well, he liked designing things, so...
Did he become a fashion designer?
No. He liked designing buildings and houses, so he became an architect.
Wow, that sounds really exciting. Good for him.
Module 7. Project. 1. Below is a table with information about a film and a film review about it. Did the writer enjoy the film? Read and answer.
Kung Fu Panda 3, 2016, is an animated adventure film, the third in the Kung Fu Panda series. The directors of the film are Alessandro Carloni and Jennifer Yu. The main characters are Po, Lee, Shifu, Tigress, Kai, and Monkey. In this film, Po meets his father, Lee, for the first time after many years. However, a bad kung fu master, Kai, also appears. He tries to harm everyone. Po becomes a true master of Qi, which is the energy in living things. Then, he meets with Kai to fight him and save everyone. Kung Fu Panda is a fantastic film. It is very funny and full of action. Although I thought the film was short, the ending is amazing. It's a wonderful way to spend an evening, so you should watch it with your family and friends. Don't miss it!
Module 7. Reading time. 1. Vocabulary. Artwork. Visitor. Roof garden. 2. Read and answer. Where can you find the museums below?
Museums of the world. Art is all around us. There are many museums all over the world where people can see beautiful artwork. Here are two very popular museums which millions of tourists visit every year.
The National Museum of Qatar. The National Museum of Qatar is in the country's capital, Doha. The museum brings to life the unique story of Qatar and its people. The museum opened its doors in early 2019. The architect who designed it made it look like a desert rose, an important symbol of Qatari culture. The museum has got 11 galleries. In each one, visitors learn about the country's rich culture and the connections it built with other countries and people all over the world. There is a large collection of maps, photos, objects, and artwork on display, as well as interactive exhibitions, which make visitors use all of their senses to learn all about the past, present, and future of Qatar. The museum has got 2 cafes and 2 restaurants where visitors can take a rest and enjoy a meal or snack. There are also 2 gift shops, one for adults and one for children, where visitors can buy souvenirs. The museum is open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. from Sunday to Wednesday, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Thursday and Saturday, and finally from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Friday.
The Metropolitan Museum of Art. The Metropolitan Museum of Art, or the Met, is the largest museum in the USA, with paintings, drawings, photographs and much more It's in New York City and it opened in 1870. Visitors can see artwork from every continent. They can explore 5,000 years of art. There are more than 2 million objects to see. The museum has also got a cafe, a gift shop, a library, and a roof garden where you can enjoy the beautiful view of Central Park. The Met is open from Sunday to Thursday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and on Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Module 7. Phonics. 1. Listen and say. O. O. Soap. Coach. O. O. Blow. Elbow. Grow. 2. Listen and say. Then circle the O sounds.
Coach Marlowe.
Look at Coach Marlowe. He's washing his skateboard. There's soap on his hands. There's soap on his elbows. His yellow cat Flo is watching him too. It's sitting at the window, eating food. And all of a sudden, the wind blows. Oh no! Oh no! There its bowl goes!
Two. Listen and say. Then circle the O sounds.
Coach Marlowe. Look at Coach Marlowe. He's washing his skateboard. There's soap on his hands. There's soap on his elbows. His yellow cat Flo is watching him too. It's sitting at the window, eating food. And all of a sudden, the wind blows. Oh no, oh no! There its bowl goes.
Workbook, Module 7. Phonics. 1. Listen and match. 1. Grow. 2. Coach. 3. Elbow. 4. Blow. 5. Soap. Top time 4. 1. Vocabulary. Humid. Sandstorm. 2. Which of the cities below hasn't got winter? Read and answer. The weather around the world.
Doha, Qatar. Doha has got a dry desert climate. In spring and in autumn, temperatures are warm, but it isn't too hot. In summer, temperatures can sometimes reach 50 degrees Celsius, and it is usually very humid and dry. In winter, average temperatures are about 23 degrees Celsius. It doesn't rain very often. However, sometimes there are serious sandstorms that make it hard to see. Montreal, Canada. Montreal has got a cool and wet climate. The air is very humid all year round, which means there is a lot of water in the air. Summers in Montreal are warm at about 23 degrees Celsius, and it is the sunniest season, although it often rains. Winters in Montreal are cold, at about -8 degrees Celsius, and sometimes much colder. It is windy and it snows a lot in winter, which can be dangerous sometimes. Guayaquil, Ecuador. Guayaquil has got a tropical climate, which means it has only got 2 seasons. The rainy season from January to April and the dry season from May to December. The temperature is very warm all year round, at about 27 degrees Celsius, and it is humid all year too, Every few years, the sea gets warmer than it usually is, and there is much more rain, and sometimes there are floods.
Workbook. Top time 4. 2. Listen to a weather forecast and number the pictures 1 to 4.
Hello everyone. It's freezing cold in Montreal today. The temperature is 0 degrees Celsius and it is snowing. Are you going outside? Well, make sure you wear many layers of clothing. T-shirts, a jumper, gloves, a scarf and a warm jacket. Let's see what the weather is like today in other places around the world. In Tokyo it's sunny, but the temperature is a little low at 13 degrees Celsius. In Beijing it's a bit cloudy today, with a temperature of 10 degrees Celsius. Finally, people in Doha, Qatar, are going to enjoy some beautiful weather today, as it is sunny and warm, with temperatures reaching 30 degrees Celsius. Remember to drink lots of water to keep your body cool and avoid going out in the afternoon. That's all for today.
Module 7. Round up. 1. Listen and tick the correct picture.
British Museum, good morning. How can I help you?
Hello. I want to visit the museum and I'd like some information.
Yes, of course. What would you like to know?
First, I would like to know how we can get there.
The best way is by underground. Are you near an underground station?
Yes, we are.
OK then. Take Piccadilly line and get off at Russell Square Station. The museum is near Russell Square.
Great, thank you. How much do tickets cost?
The entrance to the museum is free. However, there are 2 exhibitions on at the moment which aren't free to everyone. They are the Art in Ancient Greece exhibition and the Ancient Sicily exhibition. Are you under 16?
Yes, I am.
OK, so they are free for you.
Great, but how much is the ticket for adults? My mum is going to come with me too.
Tickets for the Art in Ancient Greece exhibition cost £17 and tickets for the Ancient Sicily exhibition cost £10.
Sorry? 70 for the Art in Ancient Greece exhibition?
No, £17.
Oh, OK. And one last question. What time does the museum close?
We are open every day from 10 o'clock in the morning to 5:30 and 8:30 on Fridays.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Module 8. Go Green. Song. 1. Vocabulary. Atmosphere. Rainforest. Pollution. Endangered species. Habitat. Protect. Environment. Pollute. Grow up. 2. Read and complete with the words in the box. Listen and check your answers. Then say,
When we grow up.
Let's think about our future and see what we can do. Let's learn about pollution and how to stop it too.
Go green, help the planet and keep it clean. Go green, help the planet and keep it clean.
When we grow up, we'll find ways to be green. We won't pollute the atmosphere, we'll keep the air clean.
Go green, help the planet and keep it clean. Go green, help the planet and keep it clean.
When we grow We'll keep endangered species alive. We won't destroy the habitats that they need to survive.
Go green, go green. Help the planet and keep it clean. Go green, go green. Help the planet and keep it clean.
When we grow up, we'll protect the rivers and seas. We will save the rainforests by not cutting down trees.
Go green, go green. Help the planet and keep it clean. Go green, go green. Help the planet and keep it clean.
Two. Read and complete with the words in the box. Listen and check your answers. Then say,
When we grow up. Let's think about our future and see what we can do. Let's learn about pollution and how to stop it too. Go green, go green. Help the planet and keep it clean. When we grow up, we'll find ways to be green. We won't pollute the atmosphere. We'll keep the air clean. Go green, go green. Help the planet and keep it clean. When we grow up, we'll keep endangered species alive. We won't destroy the habitats that they need to survive. Go green, go green. Help the planet and keep it clean. When we grow up, we'll protect the rivers and seas. We will save the rainforests by not cutting down trees. Go green, go green. Help the planet and keep it clean.
Module 8. Top stars. 1. Vocabulary. Mug. Ranger. Donate. Wildlife Rescue Centre. Adopt. 2. Read and answer. What does Amal take home?
What's that, Amal? It's the website of the Wildlife Rescue Centre. My parents and I may visit it on Saturday. Would you like to come? I might, but what can we do there? We can learn about endangered species and how we can help them. Really? Then I will come.
At the Wildlife Rescue Centre.
This is where we keep the animals safe.
Great! How can we help?
Well, you can donate money or buy something from the gift shop.
I might donate money or buy a mug, but I'll ask my parents first.
At the panda habitat.
Oh, you can also adopt an animal.
That's amazing! I'll adopt a panda.
After a while.
Let's go, girls. It's late.
But when will I take my panda home with me?
I'm afraid you can't. It must stay here to be safe, but you can visit it whenever you like.
Oh, okay. I might take this home with me then.
4. Listen and circle the correct answers.
Hi, Joe. Look. What's that on the sand? Is it a fish?
Where? Oh! No, I think it's a turtle, and it looks like it may be hurt.
Let's go and see.
Oh no! Tom, look! There's a net all around it.
I read about this in an article last week. Turtles often get caught in fishermen's nets. What should we do?
It isn't a good idea to touch it because we might hurt it more. Let's call the Wildlife Rescue Centre.
Good idea, Joe.
Oak Ridge Wildlife Rescue Centre. How may I help you?
My friend and I are at Myrtle Beach. We found a turtle. It's wrapped in a net, and we think it's hurt.
OK, please don't touch the net. I will send someone to help right away.
Great. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Gary. They sent me from the Wildlife Rescue Centre. Let's see the turtle.
There it is. Will it be okay when you cut the net?
I think so. There. Now, let's see. Will it go back to the sea?
There it goes. It's okay. Hooray!
Is it true that many sea animals die because of nets every year?
Yes, it's true. It's so sad.
Well, at least that turtle was lucky.
It sure was. Thanks to you, boys. Good job.
Workbook. Module 8. Top stars. 3. Listen and tick the correct answer. 1.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Mark.
No school tomorrow. It's the weekend. So what are you going to do?
Well, there is an art exhibition on Saturday, and I want to go.
An art exhibition? Interesting.
Yes, but I don't know yet, because we are going to visit my cousins on Saturday. So I may just go to the exhibition next week. I'll see. What about you?
Nothing special. I'm going to stay at home.
2.
What are you doing, Kevin?
I'm surfing the net. I found a very interesting site from the Wildlife Rescue Centre in our town.
Really? Would you like to go there next week?
Yes, I'd like to learn more about endangered species.
Great. We may go next Tuesday then. I'll see.
Wow, it says here that visitors can adopt an animal too. Can we adopt one of them and take it home?
We can't do that, Kevin, but I'm sure we can donate money and help the centre keep them safe.
Great, let's do that, Mum.
3.
What are you doing with all these old books, Tom?
Well, I read an interesting article about what you can do with your old books.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to donate them to our school library.
Tom, that's great.
The library can sell them at fundraising events and raise money.
Great idea, Tom. I always recycle my old books.
I recycle too, but this time I'm going to do something different.
Module 8. Our World. 1. Vocabulary. Filter. Rubbish. Turn off the lights. Factory. Oxygen. Energy. Organization. Waste. 2. Read and tick the best title for the article.
People pollute the environment in many ways. What can we do to make things better? Read and find out what our young readers say we can do to stop pollution.
1.
The smoke from factories that goes into the air pollutes the atmosphere. If factories use filters, this won't happen. It also won't be dangerous for people and animals. Derek Broody, 12.
2.
There are many organisations that plant trees and pick up rubbish in forests. They also tell people what they can do to help the environment. If we all join these organisations, we can help protect our forests. If there are lots of trees, there will be more oxygen for everyone. J. Styler, 13.
3.
When people leave the lights on all day, they waste energy. If we turn off the lights when we leave a room, we will save energy. If we save energy, we will have a better future. Carl Peters, 12.
4. Listen and complete.
Ian, what are you doing?
I'm playing a computer game, like I usually do in the evenings after my homework.
But you can't today.
Why? What's wrong, Scott?
If you don't turn off your computer, we can't take part in Earth Hour.
What's Earth Hour?
It's an event that started in Sydney, Australia in 2007. On the last Saturday in March, we turn off the lights and anything that makes light for 1 hour from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. to show that we care about the planet. Now it's 8:15, so it's almost time.
How does that help the planet?
Environmental organizations think that if more people take part, they will start thinking about what else they can do to help the planet.
But if we turn off all the lights, won't that be dangerous?
Don't worry. We only turn off the lights that we don't need for that 1 hour. So, are you ready to turn off your computer? It's almost 8:30.
You said that we only have to turn off the lights that we don't need. I need my computer to finish this game.
Ian, think of the planet.
Oh, okay. Let's turn it off then.
Workbook, Module 8. Our World. 3. Listen and circle the correct answer. 1.
Cindy, are you ready? Dad's waiting in the car.
Yes, Mum. I'm just looking for my mobile phone. I want to take some photos and upload them while we're in the countryside.
It's over here. Are we ready to leave now?
Yes, Mum. I've got all of my things.
Great. So, let's see before we leave. I watered the plants. I'll turn off the lights in a minute.
What about the rubbish? Did Dad take it out?
Oh no, he didn't.
Don't worry, Mum. I'll take it.
Thank you, Cindy.
2.
Hi, Tina. How's your project about the environment going?
Hi, Fiona. Well, I decided to write about factories and how they pollute the atmosphere. What about you?
I wanted to write about water pollution, but Mrs. Smith told me that Diane is going to write about it.
Oh, so if Diane writes about water pollution, what will you write about?
Recycling.
Nice. Recycling is important, and everyone can do it.
Exactly. If we all recycle, there will be less rubbish, and our planet will be cleaner.
3.
Hi, Faye. Our school trip to the chocolate factory is tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Yes, I know. But I may stay at home tomorrow.
But you love chocolate. What's the matter?
Yes, I do love chocolate, but I don't feel well. My stomach hurts.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Faye. Last week you had a cold, and now this?
I know, and I really wanted to go. Anyway, have fun tomorrow, and eat some chocolate for me too.
Thanks, Faye. Don't be sad. We'll go there together when you feel better.
Great. And I'll eat as much chocolate as I want. I can't wait.
Module 8. Let's talk. 1. Vocabulary. Boil. Freeze. Heat. Ice. Tap. 2. Listen and circle A or B.
What are you doing there, Lana?
Hi, Mum. I'm making a poster about water for World Water Day at school.
That's interesting. What are you going to write?
Some interesting facts about water. For example, did you know that when you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils?
I did, actually.
OK, but did you know that at the top of Mount Everest, water boils at 71 degrees Celsius?
Really?
Yes. And did you know that if there is a lot of salt in water, it freezes at a lower temperature?
Really? How low?
At -2 degrees Celsius.
Wow! What else can you tell me?
If you freeze hot water, it freezes faster than cold water.
Amazing! We'll try that.
Water is very important. That's why stopping water pollution is so important.
Of course.
You see, less than 1% of the planet's water is good enough to drink. The rest is salt water. When we pollute lakes and rivers, some animals die too.
What can we do to help?
First of all, we mustn't waste water. When we leave the tap on while brushing our teeth, we waste about 18 litres of water. There are simple steps we can take outside too. For example, we can use rainwater to water our plants, but we can't use salt water. It will destroy the plants.
Great ideas, Lana. There are so many things we can do to save water.
Module 8. Project 1. Below is a leaflet a student made about World Environment Day. Why should we protect endangered species? Read and answer.
World Environment Day. If we plant more trees, there will be more oxygen. If we recycle, we will protect the environment from pollution. If we clean the seas, animals won't die. If we don't waste water, there will be more water for everyone. If we protect endangered species, they won't become extinct. If we don't use cars all the time, we won't pollute the atmosphere so much. If more people use their bikes, there won't be so much traffic.
Module 8. Reading time. 1. Vocabulary. Wood. Plastic. Furniture. Vase. Pencil holder. Bird feeder. Empty. Throw away. 2. Read and answer. Why is upcycling important?
Use it again. Before you throw away old bottles, cans or furniture, think again. There are many things you can do with them. Upcycling is a new, creative way to make new things from old things. Here are a few fun ideas. Glass bottles and jars. You can use old bottles and jars to decorate your house. You can paint them and use them as glasses or vases. They can also become great presents for your friends. If you surf the net, you will find many great ideas. Cans. If you have got empty cans, you can make some really interesting things. For example, pencil holders, vases and bird feeders. You can also use them in the garden or on the balcony to grow small plants. There are so many things that you can do with old cans. Plastic bottles and wood. Plastic is a material that we can't recycle easily, but it is very strong. If you have got a lot of plastic bottles, you can make amazing things like tables and chairs. Wood is also a great material. For example, if you have got an old bed, you can make a table, some chairs or even a bookcase. The most important thing about upcycling is that it helps protect the environment because there is less rubbish. You can also save money and have fun with your family and friends.
Module 8. Phonics. 1. Listen and say. Silent consonants. Hour. Sign. Spaghetti. Island. Knife. Half. 2. Listen and say. Then circle the words with silent consonants.
Spaghetti Island.
On the island by the bay, they eat spaghetti every day. They eat spaghetti for an hour and a half. One plate of spaghetti has got a lot of good stuff. On every street there is a sign. Use your fork, don't touch a knife.
Two. Listen and say. Then circle the words with silent consonants.
Spaghetti Island. On the island by the bay, they eat spaghetti every day. They eat spaghetti for an hour and a half. One plate of spaghetti has got a lot of good stuff. On every street there is a sign, "Use your fork, don't touch a knife."
Workbook. Module 8. Phonics. 2. Listen, say, and write the missing letters. 1. Knife. 2. Hour. 3. Half. 4. Spaghetti. 5. Sign. 6. Island. CLIL 4, Modules 7 to 8. Science. 1. Vocabulary. Land. Fin. Penguin. Feather. Butterfly. Scales. Lay. Belong. Backbone. 2. How many animal groups are there? Read and answer.
Animals everywhere. There are 6 animal groups, and each animal belongs to one group. Do you know them? Let's take a look. Mammals. Most mammals have got fur or hair on their bodies. Some mammals, like pandas and leopards, live on land, and other mammals, like dolphins, live in water. Mammals have babies. They don't lay eggs. Reptiles. Reptiles live on land and sometimes in water. They are animals which haven't got any hair or fur on their bodies. They have got scales. Some reptiles have got 4 legs, like turtles, and some haven't got any legs, like snakes. Reptiles lay small eggs. Amphibians. Amphibians haven't got scales. Some have got 4 legs, and others haven't got any legs. Amphibians, like frogs, can live on land or in water. They also lay a lot of eggs in the water. Birds. Birds, for example, parrots, are animals with feathers and wings. Most birds can fly, but there are some birds that can't fly, like penguins. You can see birds everywhere, in forests, mountains, and cities too. Birds lay eggs. Fish. Fish live in water. They have got fins and they lay many eggs. Some fish are large with big teeth, like sharks, and some are very small and colourful, like goldfish. Invertebrates. Invertebrates are sea animals or insects that haven't got a backbone. Invertebrates lay eggs and some can fly. Some invertebrates live in the sea, like octopuses or starfish, and some others live on land, like butterflies.
Workbook. CLIL 4, Modules 7 to 8. Science. 2. Listen and circle A or B. 1.
It's long and it has got scales. It lives on land and in water, and it lays eggs.
2. It is colourful and has got feathers. It lays eggs and it can fly.
3.
It is small and it has got fins. It swims and it lays many eggs.
4.
It can swim and it lays eggs. It hasn't got fins.
5.
It can jump far. It lays eggs and lives in water and on land.
6. It is big and strong. It has got fur and it has babies.
Module 8. Round up. 1. Listen and tick the correct picture. 1.
Hi, Lou. It's Earth Day tomorrow. Are you going to do anything?
Hi, Harry. Well, if the weather is good, my family and I will plant trees and have a picnic in the forest.
What if the weather isn't good?
If it isn't, we will be at the Wildlife Rescue Centre.
That's where I'm going to be. I might see you there then.
2.
Bruce, can you help me?
Of course, Ryan. What's the matter?
They're going to cut down trees in Fairview Forest to build a shopping centre, and everyone in my class wants to stop them. We are going to go there tomorrow.
Oh, it's terrible that they're going to cut down trees. What would you like me to do?
Well, we're going to draw some posters about trees. Can you help me, please?
Sure. Let's get started.
3.
What are you looking for, Fatima? My USB stick. It was on my desk, but I can't find it now. Well, if you tidy your room more often, you won't lose things. I'll clean it when I find my USB stick. I promise. Can you help me now? I'm afraid I can't. I have to go to the supermarket with Mum. Oh, please, Afaf. Okay. Let's see. There it is, by the bed, next to those scissors. Thanks, Afaf. You're the best. Time to tidy your room. What? You promised. Oh, okay.
Module 9. Life experiences. Song. 1. Vocabulary. Athlete. Snail. Dangerous. Strange. Travel. 2. Listen and tick what the boy has done. Then say.
New experiences.
I've travelled by bus and by train, but when will I travel by plane? I have flown in a red-hot air balloon, but when will I fly to the moon? New experiences, there's so much to do. Today I'm going to try something new. I've taken part in a competition, but when will I see an art exhibition? I've played basketball with my friend Maxine, but when will I play for my favorite team? New experiences, there's so much to do. Today I'm going to try something new. You know I have swum in a lake, but when will I see a big snake? I have seen an ant and a snail, but when will I see a blue whale? New experiences, there's so much to do. Today I'm going to try something new.
Two. Listen and tick what the boy has done. Then say.
New experiences. I've travelled by bus and by train, But when will I travel by plane? I have flown in a red hot air balloon. But when will I fly to the moon? New experiences. There's so much to do. Today I'm going to try something new. I've taken part in a competition. But when will I see an art exhibition? I've played basketball with my friend Maxime. But when will I play for my favorite team? New experiences. There's so much to do. Today I'm going to try something new. You know, I have swum in a lake. But when will I see a big snake? I have seen an ant and a snail. But when will I see a blue whale? New experiences, there's so much to do. Today, I'm going to try something new.
Module 9. Top stars. 1. Vocabulary. Telescope. Lid. Space. Planet. Dark. Sunset. Sunrise. 2. Read and answer. Why can't Khalid and Saleh see anything through the telescope?
Outside the planetarium on Saturday evening.
I'm so excited. I haven't been to the new planetarium yet.
It's my first time too, Khalid.
Well, children, this is the biggest telescope in our city.
Wow, it's so big.
Have you ever seen the sky through a telescope?
No, I haven't. I really want to see the stars.
How about using those telescopes over there to see a planet?
That sounds great.
Have you ever seen Venus? We can see it in the sky at both sunrise and sunset. That's why people call it the morning and the evening star.
I've never seen it before. Wow, it's great.
Well, it's a bit dark.
Yes, there it is. It's so bright. When you see it, you think it's a star, but it's a planet.
Let me see, Saleh. I can't really see it.
But it's right over there, Khalid.
Guys, the lid is on the telescope. That's why you can't see anything.
Oops.
4. Listen and circle A or B.
I'm so happy you're visiting us again this year, Dan.
Me too. Which places are we going to visit this time?
Let's see. Have you ever been to the Natural History Museum in our town?
Yes, I have. I went there when I visited the town with my parents 3 years ago.
Okay. What about the zoo or the planetarium?
I've been to the zoo before, but I've never been to the planetarium.
Well, there's a special event at the planetarium this week. You can see planets through an Orbitus telescope. They say they're the best telescopes.
Wow! I've never looked through a telescope. I'd really like to see Mercury.
I've seen Mercury through a telescope before. It's amazing, so I'd love to go to the planetarium again.
Cool. We can go to the planetarium on Friday. Where can we go on Saturday?
There's a new amusement park next to the shopping centre.
Have you been there before?
Yes, I have. There are lots of cool rides, but I haven't tried all of them yet.
Let's go then.
Workbook. Module 9. Top stars. 3. Listen and write T for true or F for false.
Mum, is this you and Dad?
Let me see. Oh, why, yes. Yes, it is.
I didn't know you have been to Africa.
Yes, we have. We've visited Tanzania and Morocco.
Wow, how was it?
Oh, amazing. They're both beautiful countries, but Africa was too hot for me.
Have you been to any other countries?
Yes, we have. We've visited many different cities in Canada and in the US. and we've been to Italy.
Wow, I had no idea. What was the US like?
Well, there are a lot of great museums. I really enjoyed visiting them, but I didn't like the weather. It was quite rainy.
What did you think of the other places?
Well, every country was beautiful. In Canada, there are lots of forests and national parks. I enjoyed Italy too, but we didn't visit many sites because we were only there for 2 days.
So, which country did you enjoy visiting the most?
Russia.
Russia? You've been to Russia too?
Yes, I have, but not with your dad. I went with your grandparents when I was a little older than you are now. It was my first time in another country. There was so much to see and do. We went to Moscow and visited Gorky Park, where there are gardens, ice skating rinks and amusement park rides. It's right next to the Moscow River. It was an amazing experience.
That sounds great, Mum. Have you done any other things that I don't know about?
No, Scott, I've told you everything.
OK, Mum.
Module 9. Our World. 1. Vocabulary. Volcano. Crater. Lava. Cave. Erupt. Tour. Flow. Active. 2. Read and answer. When did the volcano Mauna Loa last erupt?
Interview with a junior ranger. Our class reporter, Malik Shahid, interviews Jack Stevens, a junior ranger at Hawaii Volcanoes National Park.
What do junior rangers at Hawaii Volcanoes National Park do exactly?
Well, there are about 2 million visitors every year. All of the rangers are guides too, so junior rangers help them. We give visitors information about the tours they can take, and we also tell them about the plants and animals they can see here.
How long have you been a junior ranger?
I've been a junior ranger for almost 2 years.
What did you have to do to become a junior ranger?
First, I watched a film at the visitor centre. He showed a lot of the things people can see here at the park. Then, I had to complete 2 explorations from this list, and finally make a poster about the things I learnt.
I see. Which explorations have you done?
I've done the Kilauea treasure hunt. I learnt all about the plants in the park during that one. And I've also done the Jagger Museum observation deck exploration. I learnt about how the active volcanoes in the park erupt. Of course, Mauna Loa hasn't erupted since 1984.
Cool. What else have you done?
So far, I've visited the crater of Kilauea and watched hot lava flow into the sea. And I've walked through a long cave that a river of lava created 600 years ago.
Wow, that all sounds so amazing. I want to become a junior ranger too.
4. Listen and circle A or B.
Excuse me, how do I get to the top of the volcano?
Well, you have to hike for 2 hours to get to the crater from here.
Wow, 2 hours? Well, I've walked for 3 hours so far. I'm too tired. I don't think I can go up to the top of the volcano today.
Yes, you should start early in the morning. Why don't you visit a museum today?
Good idea. I haven't visited any museums so far, but I've visited a cave. I've also visited a park.
I see. How long have you been on the island?
I've been here since the 4th of July.
Oh, so you've been here for 2 days. Have you visited the hot springs?
I don't think so. What can you do there?
There's a small lake where you can go swimming. The water is warm because of the volcano.
I'd like to do that. I've taken a boat tour around the island, but I haven't been swimming yet. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Workbook, Module 9. Our World. 4. Listen to the interview and circle.
Today, Martin Banks is here with us. Mr. Banks is a scientist who studies volcanoes. He lives and works in Maui, Hawaii. Hello, Mr. Banks. Thank you for coming to our school.
I'm glad to be here, Mike.
So, how long have you been a scientist, Mr. Banks?
Oh, a long time. I think it's been 20 years. But I didn't always work in Hawaii.
How long have you lived there?
Well, my family and I moved there 3 years ago. I wanted to live in a place near an active volcano, and Hawaii is one of the best places for that.
It sure is. So what are you working on these days?
Well, have you ever visited a beach in Hawaii?
A beach? No, I haven't. Is there something special about the beaches there?
There sure is. There are beaches with red, black, and green sand in Hawaii. I'm studying how the lava from the volcanoes and the ocean water make the sand these colors.
Really? How is that possible, Mr. Banks?
Well, firstly, this takes millions of years to happen. You see, lava has got different chemicals and materials in it. When it gets to the ocean, it cools and becomes hard rock. The waves from the ocean hit the rock and over the years make it sand. The chemicals and materials that were in the lava create the different colors of sand.
Oh, that's very interesting. I'd like to visit these beaches someday. Can people swim in the water at these beaches?
Well, you can relax on the colorful sand and even see sea turtles on most of them. But swimming isn't a good idea. The water is very deep, and there are always very strong winds and big waves.
Sounds dangerous.
It can be, so it's better to just enjoy the view.
Good idea, Mr. Banks. Well, thank you for talking to us today. Join us next week, everybody, when...
Module 9. Let's talk. 1. Vocabulary. Sushi. Module 9. Project. 1. Below is a poster that Tom has made about his life experiences so far. Has he tried scuba diving before? Read and answer.
My life experiences poster. Things I have done so far. I have travelled to the UK. I have seen an elephant. I have ridden a horse. I have met a famous football player. I have tried skiing. Things I haven't done yet. I haven't travelled to China. I haven't seen a tiger. I haven't ridden a camel. I haven't met a famous basketball player. I haven't tried scuba diving.
Module 9. Reading time. 1. Vocabulary. Gold. Golden. Treasure. Dust. Rich. Sink. King. 2. Read and answer. What does El Dorado mean?
Lost but not found. Atlantis. Plato, an ancient Greek philosopher, once told the story of Atlantis. Atlantis was a large island in the Atlantic Ocean. The name of the island and the ocean around it came from Atlas, the first king of Atlantis. Atlantis was a beautiful place with lots of trees and interesting animals like elephants. The people who lived there were rich and happy. Plato said that earthquakes and floods destroyed Atlantis. In the end, it sank into the ocean. Since Plato's time, many explorers have tried to find Atlantis, but nobody has found it. So, was the story about the island true? Or did Plato just invent it? El Dorado. In English, El Dorado means the golden one. People believe that El Dorado was a rich city in South America, and some of them tried to find its treasures. However, nobody has discovered El Dorado, or the lost city of gold, yet. Today, some archaeologists think that El Dorado isn't a place, but a man. They say that each king of the Muisca people who lived in the Andes Mountains used to put gold dust all over himself and swim in a lake. Maybe he was El Dorado. Aztlan. Some archaeologists say that the Aztec people came from Aztlan, a beautiful island in a lake. In Nahuatl, the Aztec language, Aztlan means white land, because lots of white birds lived there. In Aztlan, people lived in caves and planted peppers, corn, beans, and tomatoes in their gardens. They say that the Aztec people lived there and later moved to Mexico, but explorers have never found Aztlan.
Module 9. Phonics. 1. Listen and say. Sunny. Umbrella. Lunch. You. Computer. Uniform. Museum. Turtle. Surf. Turn. 2. Listen and say. Then circle the sounds with red, the U sounds with blue, and the sounds with yellow.
Summer fun.
It's summer and it's sunny. Let's have fun under the sun. No school, uniforms or computers. Let's ride our scooters. Look at the turtle in the sea. Let's swim and surf all daily. Let's have lunch under the umbrella with my Uncle Bob and my Aunt Ella.
Two. Listen and say. Then circle the sounds with red, the U sounds with blue, and the sounds with yellow.
Summer fun. It's summer and it's sunny. Let's have fun under the sun. No school, uniforms or computers. Let's ride our scooters. Look at the turtle in the sea. Let's swim and surf all day, Lee. Let's have lunch under the umbrella with my Uncle Bob and my Aunt Ella.
Workbook, Module 9. Phonics. 1. Listen and circle. 1. Lunch. 2. Museum. 3. Surf. 4. Turn. 5. Sunny. 6. Uniform. 2. Listen and circle the word that doesn't belong. 1. Sunny. Lunch. Turn. 2. Umbrella. Computer. Sunny. 3. Computer. Uniform. Lunch. 4. Turtle. Museum. Surf. 5. Surf, uniform, museum. Top time 5. 1. Vocabulary. Cantilevered swimming pool. Observation deck. 2. Which building is the tallest? Read and answer.
Have you ever seen it? Aspire Tower. Aspire Tower is in Doha, Qatar. It is 300 meters tall. It is the tallest building in Qatar. It has got 51 floors and 17 lifts, and people can enjoy doing many activities there. They can visit the sports museum or the health club, and even swim in the cantilevered or hanging swimming pool, which is 80 meters above ground. Visitors can also have a delicious meal at one of the 3 restaurants, or take photos from the observation deck on the top floor. Al-Khazneh. Al-Khazneh is one of the most beautiful sites in the ancient city of Petra in Jordan. It is also called the Treasury, but it was actually a tomb, and not a place where the people kept treasure. The people of ancient Petra built Al-Khazneh in the side of the mountain by carving the red stone by hand. Al-Khazneh is about 40 meters tall, and every year many people visit the ancient city of Petra, or the Rose City as they also call it because of the red stone, just to see it. The Tokyo Sky Tree. The Tokyo Sky Tree is in Sumida, Tokyo in Japan. It is 634 meters tall, and it has got 13 lifts and 33 floors. Many people visit the Tokyo Sky Tree every day to enjoy the beautiful view of the city. People can do many other things too. They can eat at the famous Sky Restaurant 634, Musashi, or take photos of their friends or family at the top of the tower.
Workbook. Top time 5. 2. Listen and write T for true or F for false.
Hello, Layla. I haven't seen you for days. Hiya, Faf. Yes, my family and I went to Doha for a week. My family and I have been to Doha too. Did you like it? Oh yes, it was great. Doha is a very beautiful city. There were many things to see, and we also went shopping. Did you visit Aspire Tower? It's the tallest building in Qatar, you know. Yes, we did. We went up to the observation deck, and I took some great photos of the city. And while we were leaving, something amazing happened. What do you mean? We stopped to have dinner at the famous 360 restaurant. Wow! That's the restaurant that has got large windows all round, right? Yes, it is. It's on the 47th floor, and it moves slowly while you eat. You can see the whole city below. That sounds terrific. But why was it a surprise? Because my dad didn't tell us we were going to have dinner there. As we were going down in the lift, we stopped at the 47th floor, and that's when he told us. It was a big surprise. Lucky you!
Module 9. Round up. 1. Listen and tick the correct picture. 1.
Hey, Fred. Hey, Larry. I haven't seen you for many days. Where have you been?
I was on holiday with my parents.
That's nice. Where did you go?
We went to Hawaii.
That sounds great. Did you have fun there?
Yeah, we went surfing and sailing.
I love surfing and sailing.
And guess what? We even went scuba diving.
Wow, I haven't tried scuba diving yet, but I really want to.
2.
Hey, James, let's do something at the weekend.
Sure, Peter.
Why don't we visit the new aquarium?
That's a nice idea. They say it's one of the best in the whole country.
That's right. We could also visit the planetarium.
I don't know. It's exciting, but I've been there before.
Oh, okay then. What about the museum?
I've never been there. Let's visit the aquarium first and then the museum.
Great.
3.
What are you doing there, Dad?
I'm planning our next holiday, Brad.
Nice. Is that a map of Canada?
Yes, but we've been to Canada before.
You're right. Italy was really nice too. I'd like to go there again.
Let's try a place we haven't been to before. What about Australia?
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Module 10. The world around us. Quiz. 1. Vocabulary. Necklace. Bracelet. Ring. Belt. Wool. Silk. Cotton. Leather. Silver. 2. Do the quiz. Read and circle. Then listen and check your answers.
Materials quiz. Then and now. 1. People made these with wood and used them to eat food like soup. C. Spoons. 2. People use this material to make sandals, clothes, and even buckets. C. Leather. 3. In 1849, people travelled to California to find this material in the ground. A. Gold. 4. We still use this material to build houses today. B. Wood. 5. People wear this around their waists. They usually use leather to make it. C. Belt. 6. Today people use this material to make jewellery, forks, knives and spoons. A. Silver.
Workbook. Module 10. Quiz. 2. Listen to 2 dialogues and write T for true or F for false. 1.
Look at this, Sue. Do you like it?
Well, I don't know what to say, Diane.
Well, say something. It took me all weekend to make this hat.
Oh, really?
Do you like it?
It's, really colourful. Did you make it with wool?
Yes, in all the colours of the rainbow.
I see. Oh, what's this thing here?
It's a necklace, of course. I made that with leather, and I put some wool on it too.
With all the colours of the rainbow again?
Well, yes. That way, it matches the hat. Do you think Mum will like them?
Ah, they're for Mum. How nice.
2.
Hi, Gail. How are you?
Hi, Kate. I'm fine, thanks. Oh, I really like your gloves. I love brown. Are they new?
Well, actually, they're my mum's, you see.
Are they silk?
I don't think so. I think they make them from cotton and recycled plastic because...
Recycled plastic? Amazing. So they're eco-friendly. Where did she get them? From that new shop that opened at the shopping centre?
No, Gail. You can get them at any supermarket because they are gardening gloves. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Oh, oops. Still, they're really nice, even for gardening.
Oh, Gail.
Module 10. Top stars. 1. Vocabulary. Washing machine. Peel. 2. Read and answer. What's the surprise for the children at the tomato factory?
The children are on a school trip. They are at a tomato factory.
Welcome to our tomato factory. Let me explain how we make our famous tomato juice and tomato sauce. Yesterday, our farmers picked these tomatoes and brought them to the factory. We have only kept the best ones.
What has happened to the other ones, Mr. Ali?
We have given them to farmers to feed their animals. Then we wash the tomatoes.
Wow! Who washes them all?
It isn't a person. That huge washing machine washes them. After that, another machine dries, peels, and then cuts the tomatoes into small pieces. Finally, we use our special ingredients to make the sauce and juice, and these machines fill the cans and bottles. Now I've got a surprise for you. We've made tomato sandwiches, and we've got tomato juice for everyone.
Great! I love tomatoes.
Don't eat too much, Khalid.
At home.
Mom, Dad, I'm home.
Great! Look, I've made your favourite food, spaghetti with tomato sauce.
Oh, not for me, Mum. I've had enough tomatoes today.
4. Listen and complete.
Hey Lisa, what are you doing? I'm doing a project on potatoes. Did you know that about 125 countries in the world grow potatoes?
Really?
Yes, the potato is a very popular vegetable around the world, but farmers in China grow the most potatoes.
That's interesting.
Listen, soon scientists are going to try to grow potatoes on the moon.
Wow! How do farmers grow potatoes?
Well, they plant potato seeds to grow new potatoes. When the plant grows, it sometimes grows flowers too. Look at this picture.
Potato flowers? Amazing!
Well, there isn't much nectar in them, so bees don't visit them.
Hey, what are those green things next to the potato flowers? They look like tomatoes.
No, that's the potato fruit. They look like tomatoes, and they have lots of seeds in them, but you mustn't eat them, because they are poisonous, you see. The only parts of the plant people can eat are the potatoes, which are the root of the plant.
Well, I'm hungry now. How about eating some crisps?
Well, Mum hasn't gone to the supermarket, so we haven't got any crisps. But I think there are some boiled potatoes in the kitchen. They're healthier too.
Workbook, Module 10. Top stars. 4. Listen and circle A, B or C.
Welcome back to the game. We've got 3 more questions for our players Barry and Frank. So far, Frank is winning with 10 points and Barry is second with 9 points. Let's see who will be the winner of today's game. Barry, Frank, ready?
Ready. Let's go!
OK then. Where do panda bears live? A. In Canada, B. In Australia, or C. In China? Yes, Barry?
Well, I know for sure that they don't live in Canada. I know they don't like hot and dry weather, so it probably isn't Australia. I think it's C, China.
That's right. That's 1 more point for you, Barry. The next question is, which country doesn't grow coffee? A. The USA, B. Brazil, or C. India? Frank, tell us.
India doesn't grow coffee.
I'm sorry, Frank. India and Brazil grow a lot of coffee, actually. It's the USA that doesn't grow coffee, but many Americans drink a lot of coffee. OK, now the score is Barry 10 and Frank 10. This last question will give us today's quiz show winner. How often do the Winter Olympics take place? A. Every winter, B. Every 2 years, or C. Every 4 years? Barry.
I think it's just like the Summer Olympic Games, every 4 years.
That's right, Barry. Well done. You are today's winner. Congratulations!
Module 10. Our World. 1. Vocabulary. Fabric. Linen. Pattern. Decorate. Turn into. Wedding. 2. Look at the pictures and match the names of the costumes A to B with the places they come from, 1 to 2. Then read and check your answers.
Clothes now and then. In the past, people didn't wear the same clothes they wear now. Here are some traditional costumes that people wore in the past and which they still wear today on special occasions. A. Kimono. The kimono is a traditional Japanese costume. Both men and women wore it in their everyday lives in the past. Most kimonos had flowers, butterflies, and lots of colours on them. The Japanese used silk, linen, or cotton to make them. They used thick fabric to make kimonos for winter and a lighter fabric for summer kimonos. They never threw old kimonos away. They usually turned them into bags, cases, or clothes for children. Japanese people haven't stopped wearing kimonos. Today, they usually wear them on special days, like when there is a wedding or a traditional event. B. Sari. The sari is the traditional dress for women in India. People made saris from cotton or silk in the past, and Indian women wore them in more than 100 different ways. Indian people always decorate saris with lots of different colours and patterns too. Some women wore saris every day, but they wore other special saris on special days, like when there was a wedding. Many Indian women still wear saris today in India and all over the world.
4. Listen and write T for true or F for false.
In ancient Greece, men wore a long robe called a chiton. Men spent many hours outdoors, so they made their clothes from linen, which is a light and cool fabric. Women wore a long dress called a peplos. They made it from a heavier wool material, and they always tied a thin belt around it. Women could wear the peplos in many different ways by changing the way they pinned or buttoned it. When the weather was very cold, men and women wore a large wool fabric over their clothes. Men also used it as a blanket when they were away from home. The ancient Greeks usually only wore shoes on special occasions, and when men worked, they often wore leather boots. Clothes were very expensive in ancient Greece because a lot of the materials came from other countries. They never threw away old clothes. They always used them again and again or turned them into other things like bags. Now, let's move on to
Module 10. Let's talk. 1. Vocabulary. Fiction. Biography. Adventure. Mystery. Fairy tale. 2. Look at the book titles and read the summaries. Then match each book A to E with the type of book it is. There is one extra book type.
The one and only Ivan. After 27 years in a glass cage, Ivan the gorilla doesn't miss life in the jungle. One day, Ivan meets Ruby, a baby elephant, and everything begins to change. Zasim, the leader, founder of Qatar. Qatar is one of the richest countries in the world. This is the result of one amazing man, Zasim bin Muhammad bin Thani. Read about his life and work. Mystery of the pink owl flew. Who turned the school mascot pink? Romy wants to solve the case, but he quickly argues with his friends. Can Romy solve the mystery and keep his friends? Island of the Blue Dolphins. Alone and afraid, 12-year-old Karana must learn how to survive on a desert island. She learns how to build a shelter, find food, and protect herself from wolves. The Amazing Spider-Man. Peter Parker is back. Follow him as he fights Electro and the Black Cat and finds the way to become the friendly superhero everyone knows and loves.
Module 10. Project 1. Below is a biography Khaled has written about his favourite athlete. At which club did Khaled's favourite athlete begin playing professionally? How old was the footballer when he moved to Al Arabi Sports Club again? Read and answer.
Khalfan Ibrahim Khalfan. Khalfan Ibrahim Khalfan is a famous footballer from Qatar. He plays for Al Arabi and the Qatari national team. In 2006, he won the Asian Player of the Year award. He was the first Qatari footballer to win this award. Khalfan Ibrahim Khalfan was born in Doha, Qatar, on the 18th of February 1988. His father was a famous footballer, and Khalfan has followed in his father's footsteps. He began his football career as a youth player for Al Arabi Sports Club. In 2004, he started playing professionally for Al Sadd. He played an important part in helping the team win many titles during his time there. Khalfan missed the 2007 to 2008 season because of an injury. However, he returned for the 2008 to 2009 season stronger than ever. He scored 8 goals in Al Sadd's first 6 games. In 2011, Khalfan and his team Al Sadd won the AFC Champions League, a great achievement for any footballer. In July 2017, at the age of 29, Khalfan moved to Al Arabi Sports Club, which his father played for too. He has shown me that with hard work, anything is possible. He's the best athlete ever.
Module 10. Reading time. 1. Vocabulary. Rubber. Tire. Liquid. Temperature. Silkworm. Cocoon. Fibre. Tube. 2. Read and answer. Are rubber, glass and silk natural materials?
Natural and man-made materials. Look around you. We use natural materials to make some of the things in the world around us, and man-made materials to make other things. Natural materials come from the ground, from animals or from plants. When people use natural materials to make new materials, we call them man-made materials. Rubber. Rubbers, balloons and tyres are all made from rubber. But where does rubber come from? Natural rubber comes from the liquid inside the rubber tree. This liquid is white. In fact, it looks like milk. Natural rubber isn't very strong. When people started using it, they had lots of problems. One of these problems was that it became very hard in the winter, but it melted in the summer. Scientists and engineers discovered how to make natural rubber stronger, but also how to create man-made rubber. Glass. Glass is a man-made material. People make it from sand. They heat the sand at high temperatures to make glass. The first people to make glass in ancient times were from Mesopotamia. They used it to make jars and vases. During the 1st century CE, people started making glass objects by blowing air down a tube. Today, we use glass to make lots of things, like bottles or dishes. Silk. Silk is a natural material. In fact, it is a fibre that comes out of silkworms' heads when they build cocoons. The ancient Chinese used silk more than 4,500 years ago. They sold silk but they didn't tell people how they made it. In around 500 CE, some explorers visited China and took some silkworms back to Europe, and people there started making silk too. Silk is a light and soft material, and it is usually very expensive.
Module 10. Phonics. 1. Listen and say. A. 8. Wait. A. Snail. Rain. Straight. 2. Listen and say. Then circle the A sounds.
8 snails.
8 snails in the rain. Look at their trails. They aren't straight. 8 snails in the rain are moving so slow. They're waiting to see the rainbow.
Two. Listen and say. Then circle the A sounds.
8 snails. 8 snails in the rain. Look at their trails. They aren't straight. 8 snails in the rain are moving so slow. They're waiting to see the rainbow.
Workbook, Module 10. Phonics. 1. Listen and number 1 to 5. 1. Rain. 2. Wait. 3. 8. 4. Snail. 5. Straight. 2. Listen, say, and write the missing letters. 1. Straight. 2. Wait. 3. Snail. 4. 8. 5. Rain. CLIL 5, Modules 9 to 10. Science. 1. Vocabulary. Coal. Gas. Petrol. Electricity. Mud. Burn. Die. 2. Read and answer. Where can we find fossil fuels?
Fossil fuels. Coal, oil and natural gas are fossil fuels. We find them deep inside the earth. Plants and animals that died millions of years ago sank into mud or sand and turned into coal, oil or natural gas. People burn fossil fuels to create energy, or they use them to make different things. A. Oil. Oil is a liquid fossil fuel. Another name for oil is petroleum. It means rock oil because we find this oil inside rocks. Another name for it is black gold because it is expensive and it is dark in color. People use oil to make plastic, petrol, and medicine. We also burn it to heat houses and to create electricity. However, when we burn it, it creates gases which can be dangerous for people and the environment. B. Coal. Coal is a kind of black or brown rock. Plants buried under other plants and mud a long time ago created this fossil fuel. The people of ancient China used coal first. They used it to cook food and to heat their homes. Later, many people burnt coal to create electricity and as fuel for ships and trains. Coal is not very expensive, but when we burn it, it pollutes the atmosphere. C. Natural gas. We usually find natural gas near oil. People use it for heating homes and for cooking. Today, there are also cars that use natural gas, which is usually cheaper than petrol. Natural gas is greener than oil and coal. It doesn't pollute the environment very much when we use it.
Workbook. CLIL 5. Modules 9 to 10. Science. 2. Listen and circle A or B.
Hey Fahad, do you know anything about natural gas?
Not really. Are you doing a project again?
Yes, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Listen, natural gas is a cleaner fossil fuel.
Why?
Well, because it doesn't pollute the environment as much as other fossil fuels like coal or oil.
I see. What do we use it for?
The same thing we use oil for. Electricity, heating, and a lot of cars use it too.
Where do we find natural gas?
Well, we usually find it near oil. That means that it exists in countries where there is oil, like Russia and the US. Did you know that the third biggest natural gas reserve is here in Qatar?
Really?
Yes. In fact, Qatar holds 14% of the world's natural gas. But the most important thing is that Qatar makes the most liquid natural gas.
What's that?
Well, scientists cool the natural gas at very low temperatures and it turns into liquid. This makes it easy to move to other cities or countries. Then when we heat it, it becomes natural gas again.
Wow! Amazing!
Module 10. Roundup. 1. Listen and tick the correct picture. 1.
Hey Dad, what are you doing? Are you shopping online?
Yes, Linda. I want to buy a present for your mum. Any idea what she might want? What about this necklace?
Let me think. Mum doesn't really like necklaces.
Earrings, maybe? Look at these ones. They're gold.
Maybe, but Mum really likes bracelets.
Let me check.
Wow, that bracelet is perfect for Mum. And it's silver. She likes silver jewellery.
I'll buy it then. Thanks for your help, Linda.
2.
Ready to play one more round, Brad?
Sure, Peter.
My turn now. What is it? It grows in hot countries like Brazil. And Brazil actually produces a lot of it every year.
Is it corn?
No, Brad. Please wait. I'll give you some more clues. It's brown, and people usually drink it in the morning.
I know that. It's tea.
You've got one more chance, Brad. Listen carefully. Some people say that it helps you wake up in the morning. You can use it in cakes or sweets too, but you have to add sugar to make it sweet.
Wait, it's coffee.
That's right.
3.
Hi, Jack. I heard you had an accident. Are you okay?
Hi, Fred. I'm better now, thanks.
How did it happen?
Well, we had a football game last Saturday, and the coach asked me to play because Mark was ill. Anyway, he told me to be careful, but you know me. At some point, I had the ball and I was running really fast. I didn't want to pass the ball. Suddenly, I slipped and fell. I don't remember much after that.
That's awful. Does your head hurt now?
A little, but not as much as it did on Saturday. I'm lucky I didn't break an arm or a leg.
You really are. Get well soon, Jack.
Thanks, Fred.
Workbook. Top skills. Modules 9 to 10. 1. Listen and tick the box. There is one example.
Listen and look. There is one example. What's Frank doing?
Frank, what are you doing? Are you playing on the computer?
No, Mum. I'm reading a book in the living room.
Oh, well, that's great, but can you please come upstairs and help me?
Why?
Well, I'm choosing which clothes to put in your bag for our holiday.
Can you see the tick? Now you listen and tick the box. 1. Which T-shirt does Frank choose?
Which T-shirt do you want to take?
Well, I don't want that striped one. It isn't big enough.
You're right. What about this one with the spots?
No, thanks. I don't like spots, Mum. I want to take that blue one.
Oh, OK, Frank.
2. Where are the tickets?
Have you seen the train tickets, Frank? I can't find them.
I saw them this morning. They were on the shelf in your room, I think.
Well, they are not there now.
Have you looked in your handbag?
Yes, I have. Oh, wait, here they are, on the desk next to my book.
3. What time do they have to be at the station?
What's the time?
It's 10:15.
OK. We have to meet your dad at the station at 1:30.
Are we going to take a taxi there?
Yes, it's coming to pick us up at 12:30, so we must be ready by then.
4. Who's going to look after Frank's pet rabbit?
Mrs. Hill will be here in half an hour.
Is she going to look after carrots?
No, her son Ron is going to do it.
Why can't Grandpa do it?
Oh, Frank, he can't come here every day. It's too far.
5. Where are they going to have lunch?
Are we going to have lunch here, Mum?
No, it's too early for lunch, Frank. We'll have something to eat on the train.
Can we have something at the station?
We won't have time, Frank. You'll be okay. You had a big breakfast this morning.
Story. Gulliver in Lilliput. 1. Read the story.
Gulliver in Lilliput. Gulliver was born in a village in England and became a doctor when he grew up. He needed money, so he decided to become a ship's doctor. He went to the London docks and met Captain William Pritchard.
I am looking for a doctor to work on my ship. We are going to travel to the East Indies,
said Captain Pritchard.
I will be happy to work for you,
answered Gulliver. Captain Pritchard told Gulliver that they were leaving from the port in Bristol on the 4th of May. Gulliver was at the port early in the morning, ready to sail off to the East Indies. It was a long journey. One day, the ship ran into a terrible storm.
Look out! There's a big rock ahead of us!
Shouted one of the sailors. The sea was very rough. The ship hit the rock and sank. Everybody drowned except for Gulliver. When the storm passed, Gulliver saw that the sea wasn't very deep and that he could touch the bottom. He walked a long way until he got to the shore. When he came out of the water, he lay down and fell asleep immediately. Gulliver slept for a long time. When he woke up, he was lying on his back and couldn't move. He was tied to the ground. Then he felt something moving on his body. He looked down and saw some very small men about 12 centimetres tall.
Oh no,
shouted Gulliver.
What are these strange little creatures?
He asked himself. Gulliver pulled his left hand free, but suddenly,
ouch!
He cried. Hundreds of little arrows hit his hands and face. Gulliver stopped moving, and no more arrows hit him. He watched the little people build a platform next to his head. Then one of them climbed onto the platform and spoke to him. Gulliver couldn't understand the language he spoke, but he understood that the people on the island were friendly. He decided to lie still and not hurt them. Gulliver was very hungry and very thirsty, so he used gestures to ask for food and drink. The little people immediately placed ladders against his sides. They climbed up with baskets of food and barrels of water.
Thank you very much. This food is delicious,
said Gulliver. After he ate and drank, the little people put Gulliver on a big platform to move him. Then they untied Gulliver and put a big chain round his leg so he could stand up. When he stood up, everybody was amazed at how tall he was.
Please take this chain off. I won't hurt you,
said Gulliver. However, they didn't take the chain off. When Gulliver stood up, he could see the strange country which was called Lilliput. Suddenly, Gulliver saw a lot of people outside the city gates. The king and the great lords and ladies of Lilliput were coming to see Gulliver. Gulliver lay down and put his head on the ground. Then the king went near him. He was taller than the rest of the people and very handsome. The king spoke to Gulliver, and Gulliver answered, but neither of them could understand the other. The king ordered 6 teachers to teach Gulliver the language of Lilliput. Very soon, he could understand a lot of Lilliputian.
You are a very good student,
his teacher told him.
Thank you. I like languages,
said Gulliver.
Now I know 6 languages.
Every time he saw the king, Gulliver asked him to set him free. One day, the king spoke to his lords about this.
Gulliver wants to be free. Should we take the chain off his leg?
He asked his lords. Most of the lords trusted Gulliver and agreed to take the chain off, but some didn't agree because they didn't like Gulliver. Skyresh Bolgolam was one of them.
You mustn't set him free, Your Majesty. He is very dangerous. He might step on us and kill us,
shouted Skyresh Bolgolam. In the end, the king decided to set Gulliver free, but he made Gulliver promise to be very careful when he walked round the city.
4. Listen and circle A or B.
So, boys, did you read the story?
I did, Mr. Hanks.
Me too, Mr. Hanks.
Great. Today, I'd like to talk about the characters. Joe, who was your favourite character in the story?
I didn't like just one character. I liked the people of Lilliput. They are funny.
Funny? Why do you think that?
Because they are so small, but they tie Gulliver and take him to their king.
I thought it was funny too, but my favourite character is the King of Lilliput. I think he is a good king because he is polite and kind to Gulliver, and he isn't afraid of Gulliver's height.
I see, you are right about that, Alan. The king is a good man. Gulliver is a good person too, right?
Yes, he is. He helps the people of Lilliput.
That's right, Joe. Now, what do you think about Skyresh Bolgolam? Why doesn't he like Gulliver?
Well, I think he doesn't like him because he's afraid of him.
Why do you think he's afraid of him?
Because Gulliver is so big and tall. I don't like Skyresh Bolgolam. He isn't nice to Gulliver.
Well done, Joe. You're right. Now, let's talk about...